Kiss the rings, bitch.
What up? What up? What up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be talking about this bad boy behind us, the Kastov 762, also known as the AK-47. Also, its twin, the Kastov 545. We're going to be talking about not only those normal versions of the gun, but we're going to be talking about, as you guys guessed, a aftermarket part via the JAK conversion kit called the JAK Requiem. Here it is behind us, the JAK Requiem kit, a counterbalanced rifle system designed to completely eliminate vertical recoil. The pros, vertical recoil, eliminating it 100%. Cons, bullet velocity and fire rate. The AK already fired slow. It does make it a little bit slower, and the bullet velocity, we'll get into the advanced stats in the next slide. You will see it does nerf that significantly. For long range weapons, it's not the greatest. Here's a deeper dive on the Requiem stats. Range, bullet velocity, 15% decrease. That's a pretty heavy decrease, especially to long range weapons when we're talking about hit scan damage range. Rate of fire, 4% decrease. Not the biggest of deals, but it does still slow down and piggyback that loss in bullet velocity. Now the positives, as you can see over here, recoil gun kick, it decreases that by 50%. Horizontal recoil decreases that by 73%. And vertical recoil, 100% decrease in vertical recoil. That's insane. 0.00 degrees of recoil. I mean, this thing's gonna fire bullets on bullets without moving. Slight decreases to your movement speed, sprint speed, and ADS movement speed, 2, 4, and 4%. Nothing crazy there. The big trade that you're making here is gonna be your bullet velocity for your recoil control. If you're somebody that struggles with the recoil control, this could be something you're interested in. So we did tell you the Requiem attachment is for not only one, but two guns, the Kastov 762 and the Kastov 545. You can see here in this graph, we are going to be showing you the base versions of the 545 and the 762. Then we're going to throw on the JAK Requiem attachment and show you how that changes things. So the Kastov 545, that's our faster killing one. The 762, that's our slower killing one. Slower fire rate versus the fast fire rate for the 545. That's probably your explanation for the time to kill. Let's go ahead and throw on the Requiem attachment and see how that changes things. Here we have it. We've thrown on the Requiem to the 545 and the 762. And as expected, it made each one of them better. It did take away some bullet velocity, but eliminating recoil, that means one thing. You're putting all of your shots on target. So when you're hitting more shots, you're killing faster, which means your time to kill is going to be lower. So obviously, not much changing. Let's take these two guns and throw them into the rest of the long range meta. So how is this gun going to measure up? Is this going to be something that can counteract the Kar 98? Or is it just going to be another option that's mid-ball? These are the guns that we're going to be talking about in the video today. We're going to look at it from 30, 40, and 50 meters and see how the numbers measure up versus everybody else. So let's go ahead and jump into our first slide at 30 meters. Here it is, our first slide at 30 meters. The Holger 556, SVA and Burst, MTZ 556, Holger 26, and BP 50. Those are the guns that are leading the way. No stranger to the top meta conversations. But as you can see, following those right there, you have the 545 and the 762 Requiem versions following our top meta options. And it's only a difference of about 40 to 50 milliseconds off of those top meta big dogs. So you are going to be able to use these two guns and find a good amount of success at the 30 meter range. We have to extend our distance out another 10 meters going out to 40. Let's see if our guns can still hang with the big dogs at those ranges. Here we are at 40 meters. Are both of our weapons going to be able to hang with the big dogs at this range? The chart on the screen is going to show you that only one of them will and one of them will not. MTZ 556, SVA, Holger 556, Pullum Yacht, BP 50, Kastov 762. That's our first Requiem weapon that we're going to see at this damage range. 899 millisecond TTK, a full 100 milliseconds off the top TTK option at this damage range, but it's still not lacking too far behind. Bad news for the 545 version, it is going to bring up the rear at the 40 meter range. So the answer here at 40 meters, the 762, the AK-47 version, that is going to still be able to be semi-competitive here at the 40 meter range, but the 545 is surprisingly going to be one of the worst options that you can opt for in the mid to long range meta combo. And here we are with our last slide at 50 meters, extending it out from our last slide at 40 meters. Now here at 50 meters, not one, but both of our weapons have went up over 1,000 millisecond TTK. In the last slide, it was the 545. And sadly, here at 50 meters, the 762 is going to be joining its twin. And what that means at long range, the JAK Requiem, whether it be the 545 or the 762, neither one of them is going to get it done when you're challenging these top long range meta weapons. Ultimately, it is fun when you drop in and just have fun with something new, but if you are chasing high kill games based off stats stats alone, I cannot recommend this weapon to be one that you're going to be chasing high kill games at long ranges with. But you know how we do. We take these things into a game of resurgence mode every single time, try and chase a W. So here we go, JAK Requiem kit. Let's drop in and see if we can get the dub. Let's get it.
Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets to bring them back faster.
Where are we going?
Deployable buy stations ready. Bounty targets identified. Weapons free.
購入ステーションがあった。キャスがあった。アーマーを置いた。
Friendly Guardian is active.
Friendly Guardian inbound. Friendly precision airstrike inbound.
You're losing ground. Move it. Marking the rest of that squad on your TAC map. Go get hunting.
Yep, one more here. He's low. Spit on.
Located the rest of them. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your TAC map.
I'm farming this kid. Killed the same dude 3 times.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Kids fighting in here on
Gas
yellow ping.
moving in. TAC map to hunt down the rest of them. Got gas moving in. The safe zone Let's regroup and get back up there, yep?
There you have it. Unfortunately, me and the squad, we were not able to pick up the win while holding this Requiem in hand. Another unfortunate thing, in that gameplay, I didn't really get to use it a whole lot. I did use this in more extended gameplay, probably like 5 more matches or so. And my overall opinion of the weapon is I do think it feels very underwhelming, and I would probably attribute that to the really low bullet velocity. This thing, it just doesn't feel hit scan, even at mid-range. Like the ranges that this gun on the TTK charts, like that 30-40 meter range, where it shows that it still should be a competitive option, option, it doesn't even feel like it is at that point. I will say if you are shooting a stationary target, the gun does very well because it doesn't move. Normally in my videos, I will go into the firing range and show you guys recoil plots of what weapons do, but there's literally zero vertical recoil on this gun. So this conversion kit does what's advertised from that aspect, truly making it a zero recoil weapon, but when it does come to time to kill and feel in game, it's missing something for me. Some people may love it, it's just not for me, and I do think it's because the bullet velocity is so poor. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I do see people in ranked running this thing, so there has to be some kind of market for pick rate with this weapon with a lot of people. Is it good? I'm gonna say it's decent. It's not bad, but it's probably not for me. I will still probably opt for all of those other meta range big dogs, but like I did say, it is viable. I wouldn't really say competitive or meta, but it's viable. You could get away with using it. If you found this on the ground, there's definitely worse options that you would have to be faced with running. But that's just my opinion. Some of you guys may love this thing, and if you do struggle with vertical recoil control, I can absolutely see this gun being something that you fall in love with. That's gonna do it for today's video. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about this thing. Thank you as always from the Royal Warzone family. Oh, and don't forget to
kiss the rings, bitch.